among the nations. This will not be concealed. Babylon is taken, her idols are dismayed. The sons of Israel will come, weeping with Yahudah too. We will seek our Elohim. His name is Yahuwah, 'cause we cannot serve two masters. Yeshua said, you cannot serve two masters. You will either serve tradition, or you'll obey his law, but we cannot serve two masters. Join y'all to Yahuwah, make a new covenant. He will not forsake us, he will not forget. But woe to those false shepherds who lead the flock astray. They will fall down off their pedestals. They won't find his resting place, 'cause we cannot serve two masters. Yeshua said, you cannot serve two masters. You will either serve tradition, or you'll obey his law, but you cannot serve two masters. Torah violations, well, we know that this is sin. The faith of all our fathers, the beginning is the end. Our language and our day of rest, they must not be defiled. That's why we must come out of her. That's why we sigh and cry, 'cause we cannot serve two masters. Yeshua said, you cannot serve two masters. You will either serve tradition, or you'll obey his law, but we cannot serve two masters. A company is coming, they will sweep down from the north. When Babylon is taken, their arrows will shoot forth. Oh, the wrath of Elohim will be mighty on that day. Her defenses and her pride, they will all be swept away, 'cause we cannot serve two masters. Yeshua said, you cannot serve two masters. 'Cause you'll either serve tradition, or you'll obey his law, but we cannot serve two masters. Like Sodom and Gomorrah, you will reap what you have sown. Your land will be laid desolate when he bends his mighty bow. And when you cry out for relief, well, the Father, he won't hear, 'cause you failed to listen to his prophets and draw near, and you cannot serve two masters. Yeshua said, you cannot serve two masters. You will either serve tradition, or you'll obey his law, but we cannot serve two masters. Israel are hunted sheep that the lions drive away. Yet I will lead my people home to the land that bears my name. So do not let your heart fade, and don't you fear the news. Remember my Kadosh city. Don't compromise my truth, 'cause we cannot serve two masters. Yeshua said, you cannot serve two masters. You will either serve tradition, or you'll obey his law, but we cannot serve two masters. Behold, the days come, said Yahuwah, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Yehudah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Mitzrayim, which my covenant they broke, although I was a husband to them, says Yahuwah. No, you cannot serve two masters, Yeshua said. You cannot serve two masters. Because you'll either serve tradition, or you'll obey his law, but you cannot serve two masters. This is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, says Yahuwah. I will put my law in their inward parts, and in their heart will I write it. And I will be their Elohim, and they shall be my people. And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, Know Yahuwah, for they shall all know me, from the least of them to the greatest of them, says Yahuwah. For I will forgive their iniquity, and their sin will I remember no more.